So Pac did a promo in the back. He's the number one contender for the American title. Darby Allin did a promo in the woods talking about Jungle Jack and the Buckaroos hiring their friends. And this was interspersed with video of Darby riding a skateboard in the dark. Is this
everything
match...
he said was true, by the way? If you listen to actually what he was saying about the Bucks and everything, that was the funny part.
Well, because now they're just saying it out loud, but they, I don't know what their goal is, but yes, a lot of unqualified people were hired because of these people, so we must hunt them down. Is this match between Darby and Jungle Jack going to be the lowest combined weight ever for a professional wrestling match?
Maybe. Should they take advantage of that?
Not involving the Minis or any of Lord Littlebrook's crew.
Should they take advantage of last week and change his name to Taco Bell Jack Perry?
He needs to make a run for the border.
Or just work some kind of deal with Taco Bell and you could sell the name, 2-for-1 Jack Perry. Taco Tuesday Jack Perry.
How about Chalupa Perry?
That's good.
See? So then Darby, who just was in the woods on the video, made an entrance, and before he could get 10 feet out of the entryway, Jungle Jackoff attacked him from behind and got some sloppy heat on him and took him to the backstage area, and they fought on the equipment cases and trash cans, and then they lowered one of those infamous elephant doors on him. And while he was stuck under the door, Jack is going to try to run the equipment case over him, but security stopped him. And as they were dragging Jungle Jack off back to his cage or wherever he resides, he was screaming, "I want a coffin match!" This was bad indie wrestling on national television, wasn't it?
Oh, it certainly was. And again, we've seen these gates before. We saw it to Nick Jackson a long time ago, and we've talked about how stupid it is. It's Jack Perry doing it. It's not Hercules Hernandez. It's Jack Perry. Any security guard there could have tackled him and taken him by the throat and thrown him to the ground to get him to stop doing this.
Yeah, there was 8 guys there, and they were like, "Oh my God, what are we going to do? He's gone mad." It was the Mongolian Stomper on the loose, right? Fucking Jack fucking Perry.
And he wants a coffin match for no good reason. And, the one move he has, and he did it when he attacked Darby on the stage. Reveal yourself and smirk. That's the only thing he could do. That's what makes him a heel, is that alone. And, again, we were hearing that Tony really believed in Jack Perry, wanted to go far with him, and like everyone else, Jack Perry's booking has just completely fallen into the dirt. We'll see what happens here, but I don't think anyone's buying Jack Perry. And again, his whole gimmick is based around CM Punk, so it's counterproductive.
If nobody's buying Jack Perry, maybe they need to reduce the price on him. You know what? That's what they could do. They could say, look, our pay-per-view is going to be $49.95, but if you'll let us put Jack Perry on it, we'll only charge you $39.95.
How much you want to bet they're going to do a glass spot at Wembley?
Well, but how... Will there be a pane of glass over the coffin instead of a lid? Or will there be, when they raise the lid, will the coffin be lined with glass?
What if he says, "Cry me a river," and they throw him in the River Thames?
Cry me a river as I float downstream. I'm shit out of luck up shit creek. Oh, cry me a river. See, we could do something with that.
Well, we'll see what they do with Jack Perry and Darby, but Dynamite continues.
Yes, and speaking of being up shit creek, Maria May did a taped promo about Tony Storm. And then Renee Moxley Good was in the back with Mitsu Arakawa. And she said something, but I don't know what. And she apparently is taking acting lessons from Mercedes because there was that element of dramatic breathiness involved. The WWE has stars talk us to death. AEW forgets the stars part sometimes. And we're just listening to clerks and bank tellers and accountants and goddamn simple, normal, everyday people that don't necessarily need to be on television talk to us, including their main announcer.
The other problem is, and Mina Shirakawa actually speaks pretty good English, but I think, and I know
Better than you speaks pretty good English.
Better than WWE. Well, let me rephrase that. WWE does things one way. It doesn't mean everyone else should do it. I think AEW is doing way too many backstage promos. I think it hurts the show. I mean, everything hurts the show, but they're doing so many backstage promos with just random people, and then sometimes they're challenging people to matches on other shows you don't watch, and everything feels canned. Like it never feels live or in the moment. All these Renee Paquette segments or interviews in the back all feel like they were taped a week ago every time you see them. Nothing's ever like in the moment. It's almost like you have two shows happening concurrently. The live show and then the tape segments shoved in there. And I think they're doing too many backstage promos.
Well, I think Renee, by the end of the show, she should be sweaty and disheveled because she's running from place to place to do these promos with these people.